Here is a quick fish tank tour of they are right now, not totally cleaned or anything, but they're all at this point blackwater tanks to a degree, which means that there's catappa leaves in them, which create tannins. It's antimicrobial, antibacterial. It's good for the fish, but it means the water is a little yellowish. Simulates conditions in a lot of forest jungle rivers. These are the Goutiid live bears from central Mexico. These are called red-tail split fins, but they are all babies right now, so they don't have their adult coloring, which is pretty nice on the males especially, like birds. So small tank. These guys are extinct in the wild, as are most of their related species. There is a couple other fish in there, but I don't see them right now that aren't Goutiids. They're other babies that I'm letting grow out in there. Yep. Okay. Oh, a bigger tank shot. Plants in front of it. You'll have to apologize the mess I didn't clean up. It's a lot of food and stuff. This is the Betta tank. I unfortunately lost one of the two Bettas, both female. So right now only she is left. This is a glowfish Betta with jellyfish genes spliced in it. You can see that they glow under UV light. Tank is real nice but overgrown. I've got some algae eaters coming. There's one female guppy in there with her because I don't want her in with the other live breed bears that are in the biggest tank. Got some nice lily pads going on in the top of this tank. Move that out of the way for a second. It's a light. Duckweed is always a problem. Cleans the water very well. It looks cool, but it multiplies faster than glitter at a Halloween orgy, or whatever you would say there. Oops. Well, yeah, she's hiding. She thought I was feeding her, so she came out, but I wasn't. And then here is the biggest tank, the main tank. I just put some tubifex worms in it, so there's a Cory catfish that normally doesn't swim in the upper levels of the tank, but he's trying to get some of that food. Some cardinal tetras, black phantom tetras. There's some, these guys I love. They're called dwarf chain loaches. The black and white ones, they're very hyper at times. There's a baby Betta. You can see her there. She's going to go in the Betta tank with the bigger one when she's bigger. Right now she'll just get beat up by the other one if I put her in there when she's that small. These are called metallic live bears. They're from Cuba. Not very common in the trade. These are natural forms. They're breeding like crazy. That's a zebra danio. Only one of those. And only one gold tetra. There it is. Nugget. Those were adoptions. That's why I don't have a school of them. I should, but I don't have room in this tank for a school of those kind of fish. This is just someone turned them into the pet store. They needed a new home, so I'm letting them live out their last years here. Catfish are getting huge. There's 3 of them. There's another black phantom tetra. Let's see. What else can we see? The Florida flagfish are hiding right now. I think I'm going to get rid of them anyway. I know a guy who has a pond with them in it that I'm going to give him to. A bunch of plants. These are not growing as well as I'd hope, but this one here that I'm zooming in on is a lily that you would find in a pond. Oh, there's a Florida flag. Oh, where'd he go? Should put up lily pads to the top of the tank, which looks like this. It's an elevated lid. There's duckweed. I've just scooped out a ton of duckweed. It's good for fertilizing other plants. Oh, there's the baby Betta. Her name is Roxy too. My girlfriend in LA had a Betta look just like this one. His name is Roxy, but she is full grown. Oh, that's just making sure that the ammonia levels are good, which can kill fish quickly. And I guess the that's about it. There's snails in there. There's some snails. I think the Florida flagfish know that I'm trying to catch them by this weekend because I got some more fish coming, and they are just not good for a community tank. They've killed but 8 of these guys. I can't have that. I love Cardinal Tetras. So that is that with the fish tanks, I believe. Yeah, I don't think those Florida flagfish will. Well, there's a Plecostomus in here too, a green dragon suckermouth, bristlenose Plecostomus, which is very cool. These cories are enormous. I've never had any get this big in all the years I've had fish tanks. Okay. The tour is probably getting boring at this point. There are the remains of some Malaysian trumpet snails. Oh, that's right. The puffers. The little baby puffers. Well, they're somewhere in the jungle. As you can see, this tank is heavily planted like the fish like it. And I like it, but it means you won't always... This is a snail. You won't always see all the fish at once, which is great. But not when you're trying to show them to people, because there are tiny puffers in here. They're only about 1 inch long. And they are brats because they will not eat flake food like other fishes, so I have to really make an effort. That's what that's for. A feeding tube to put stuff down near the bottom, like worms, where they can get it. There's a dwarf chain loach. I love loaches. I need to get about 3 more of these to make their school a little bigger. I had to get some replacement cardinals once I get rid of the flagfish. I have some red Phantom Tetras that look exactly like that black Phantom Tetra, but they're red where these are black. That should look really cool schooling all together. There's algae on the glass. I know I want it there. It's for the snails and the suckerfish to eat, as long as it doesn't get carried away. There's some fuzz algae growing on the wood. As long as it doesn't get out of control, that's actually good. Okay, just go back out the way I did and just check on the Betta again. Well, you're just getting all the reflection of the food in front of the tank. This is a chintzy tank, plastic tank. Wouldn't have been my first choice. I initially got it for baby live bears, but as always with the aquarium, you end up, oh, that could be used for something else, like another fish. In this case, it became a Betta tank, which is